And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, cryptocurrency, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but we want to engage with you so that we can help you win in any marketplace.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, we want you to save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Save our hotline number in your phone, 813-670-7372. Don't forget a number. Bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors. All their contact information is on that site. You can submit a form. An email form will come directly through to myself and my team. We're going to make sure we get back to you before our head hits the pillow. And I implore you to check out our website, consumerqb.com. And as you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Got a hot listing I want to let you know about over in Pinellas County. This one's 9174 98th Avenue in Largo. This is a gorgeous $1 million listing that we just listed with Platinum MVP Realty. 5 bedrooms, 2 and 1/2 bath, over 3,500 square feet, $999,000 list price. And this is really unique property because you've got 1.79 acres in the middle, in the heart of Pinellas County, right off of Starkey Road. And he's also selling, the owner has 2 acres next door for sale as well for an additional $360,000. So for $1.3 million, you got a beautiful home with 4 acres in the middle of Pinellas County. Beautiful, beautiful property opportunity. And we have an open house going on this weekend over at this property as well. So check it out at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Beautiful property in Tampa Bay. All right, so it's Intelligent Talk Radio. We got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. William Crowley back in the house. The William Crowley, the credit magician. Welcome in.
Very intelligent people. Very intelligent people.
That's right.
That's me, baby. Good to be back.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
we'll be talking about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about the laws of the consumer rights, things like that. Everything that corresponds with this show, baby.
I love it. I love it. Helping them win, helping them understand more about their decisions, and being taken advantage of a lot of cases by these credit bureaus.
And I think they deserve it if they don't get the knowledge that they need.
That's right.
I'm brutal, baby. I'm brutal.
Right. Hey, that's right. Jason Sallman in the house as well. Welcome back. Cryptocurrency expert here, local expert contributor. Welcome in.
Yes, sir. Always great to be here. Today we're just going to talk about how crypto and blockchain are actually going to revolutionize the real estate industry.
Cool.
Right in your wheelhouse there.
I like that. Yeah, we've seen some people really get ahead of the media with coming out with press releases, how this house can be sold, can be bought with cryptocurrency. One of the first houses, we've seen some real estate agents really make the news. One of our old friends, Dee Bianchi, was on one of the major networks as well talking about it.
Yeah, she was on CNBC talking about it. It was really neat to actually see that.
Yeah. So how do you think real estate will be affected with crypto?
So that's going to center around a couple things. It's definitely going to center around blockchain. That's going to be a huge portion of how real estate kind of transitions to cryptocurrency. But you're going to see everything from the way that you share your information with third parties through the mortgage process. And we're going to go really in depth in my section about that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Later in the show as well, we got Paulina in the house as well. Your girl Paulina is her hashtag online. She's got a couple of special guests coming in as well. Ron Cicino, he's got the dry cleaning facilities and formal wear. Cicino's formal wear, you've seen that around town. And DJ Ian Doubt going to come in as well in the studio as well. So let's jump right into it. So we got William Crowley, a longtime friend of the program, the credit magician, known on our show. He said he's a credit man in the hood, though.
There you go, baby. I'll never forget that. Never forget that.
Yeah, that's right. So you're helping people improve their credit, and I think one of the misconceptions people have is that almost 100%, 99.9% of all credit reports have some type of mistake on it.
Yeah, I would even go venture to say 100%. If you have one ding on there, then it's going to lower your credit score. So I tell people, be proactive and go after it. You want a pure, spotless, clean credit report, so you can have the maximum advantage of the interest rates and everything, which particularly to your industry. But nevertheless, so what we're trying to do is really educate the consumer and say, listen here, it's all your fault. I know it's kind of brutal, but I think it's the truth. If you look at it as your fault, then you're gonna be proactive.
Yep.
Take necessary steps to make sure that your credit is protected. Familiarize yourself with the laws, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, even aspects of the Uniform Commercial Code. Jason knows about the UCC.
yeah.
But so, and if clients do that, they look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's found at ftc.gov. Familiarize yourself with these consumer laws. These are just consumer laws that are going to help you to prevent you being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
If you don't read them, then who's going to feel sorry for you?
Sure.
Who's the real blame?
Actually, I heard something kind of on that note the other day. Someone was talking about how, the statement "knowledge is power."
Yeah.
And they're actually saying that that's nonsense. That knowledge isn't the power; it's taking that knowledge and turning it into action. Right?
Yeah.
You could read that, to
Potential
your blue in the
power.
face.
Yeah.
But if you don't do anything with it, it has no power.
Yeah.
Potential power for
Right.
sure.
Remind me to interrupt him too. I got Thank you, Jay. No, it's great contribution. So if we familiarize ourselves with these laws, we'll start to even understand that we know the information on your credit report belongs to you. It's all yours. If it's not, I tell people, you're a victim of identity theft, file a police report, take the necessary action.
Yeah.
But I want the clients that, in fact, the information does, in fact, belong to them. Bankruptcies, tax liens, repossessions, late payments, charge-offs, inquiries, anything that's adversely affecting your credit, then you need to take responsibility for it and then take the necessary action using the Fair Credit Reporting Act to remove this information. We're removing the information based on a technicality, violation of due process. That's it. We know it belongs to you, okay? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act we're able to use that to get the credit reporting agencies or target them for violation of due process. That's how the information comes off your credit report. No other way. And that's what people need to understand. I'm trying to simplify it.
And these guys are billion-dollar industry, this multi-billion-dollar industry, and they're selling your information to whoever will buy it. Credit cards, insurance companies, mortgage companies, all these different companies are buying the information.
Great job. They're making a lot of money off of it, too.
Yeah.
Great job. I applaud them for what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's the consumers that I kind of condemn because I'm saying we're letting them do this, okay?
Yeah.
A promotional block on your credit report could take you off that list.
Yes, that's
Take you off the list free. It's a free service. Anybody with a Social Security number should have a promotion. That's going to be part of the promotional package.
Yep.
But take your name off that list. It's a free service. It's been in existence for, I think, about 20 to 30 years now, even though the Fair Credit Reporting Act has been in existence since 1970. Get your name off that list. If not, then they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to make money off you, and I applaud them for making that money.
Yeah. Hey, it's capitalism, right? That's
right.
That's what's great about our country versus a lot of other countries. The communist is socialist style of government. But yeah, so the ability for the almighty dollar to be present in every conversation. That's the idea behind it. So when we're thinking about credit improvement, we want you thinking about William Crowley, the credit magician here in Tampa Bay, local. He's a local guy here, local in Pinellas County, working in the Tampa Bay area. So it's supporting the local economy when you support his business. And let's offer this free credit package. We have a free credit package that we give out when William comes on the show. We're going to offer it to the first 3 listeners. We got to limit this, but so for the first 3 listeners who want to improve their credit, they want to get a credit package, what we're going to do is we're going to hook you up. Just text the word credit to our consumer advocate hotline. Simply text the word credit to 813-670-7372. Just text the word credit to 670-7372. And William Crowley, the credit magician, he's going to hook you up with his credit package. Now, this package is going to have multiple things in it. It's going to be able to teach you how to opt out of pre-screening, kind of that promotional block that he's talking about. Ways that you can cut off that junk mail that's coming to your mailbox, reduce your chances of identity theft. Identity theft is huge. We'll talk about that, and also have an opportunity to get a free annual credit report. He's going to show you how to do all that through that credit package. Text credit to 813-670-7372, and we're going to put you in touch with William Crowley, a.k.a. the credit magician. What else can they expect on a follow-up with that, William?
Okay, we want to show you how to use this Fair Credit Reporting Act. Like Jason was saying earlier, the knowledge is there, but if we don't put it to action, is worthless, a waste of time.
Right.
So we want to show them how they can use the Fair Credit Reporting Act to remove the negative information off your credit report, get you back in good standing, access to the great interest rates, and move on with your life. Okay.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is knowing how to use that Fair Credit Reporting Act. The first step is to read it, then to know how to use it. Then we'll take it a step further using the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Let me know when the time's up. I could go on and on.
No, you're good.
So the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, we're going to use that in combination with the Uniform Commercial Code to stop the collectors as well. Because the collectors, I applaud them. They're making billions and billions of dollars off the ignorance of the masses of the people.
Right.
So the masses of the people, we have to begin to get this knowledge.
Yep.
Because we can overturn those circumstances literally overnight if we just utilize these laws.
That's
Fair Debt
right.
Collection Practices Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, Uniform Commercial Code. And now remember, I am local, but my service is nationwide as well. But I said for this radio station,
Yeah.
I am local. I'm here for your service, but I do work this nationwide. I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the credit side of the business, even businesses are being affected with cybersecurity now. There's so many implications when it comes to identity theft. I mean, a lot of major companies, we've seen it. A lot of the major companies are being hit with that. And how does that affect you? How does it affect your credit? The way that affects it is that you've got about 100% of inaccuracies on every single credit report. So those it's going to affect you whether you're buying insurance, whether you're going to buy maybe you're going to finance, who knows, appliances. If you buy appliances like that, I mean, your credit's going to be pulled. You're buying a car, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. Right. So William Crowley, the credit magician, credit restoration, he can help you here in Tampa Bay, improve your credit, reduce those chances of identity theft. So stay with us right here on Consumer Quarterback Show. More from our expert contributors. We're going to talk a little cryptocurrency when we come back here with Jason Sallman as well in the house. So stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by Platinum MVP Realty. PlatinumMVPRealty.com for all your real estate needs. We'd love for you to check it out. You can do a MLS search there. You can get a comparable analysis based on your home, find out what the value is of your property at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. So we're going to help you in any marketplace. That's our goal. We want to help you with that. So Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we got an all-star lineup here. Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency. We're going to talk some cryptocurrency. Before we do, I want to plug our hotel partner on the beach, Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island. It's our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort is on the beach. Beautiful property. They've got 2 pools. They've got the world-famous Sloppy Joe's restaurant on site as well.
Yeah.
And Clyde Smith, the last time he was on the show, he said the beach, I was commenting on how long the beach is, literally one of the biggest beaches that you'll see. And he said, yeah, he goes, it's a 2-beer beach. It takes you 2 beers to walk all the way to the beach from your back of your room there. But Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. All right, we got Jason Sallman in the house. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain. A lot of confusion out there in the marketplace.
What is it?
What is all that stuff, right?
Yeah, so I always, when I come on, I always like to give kind of a quick synopsis of what each of those is, just because people are confused by those terms. It is very new technology, and so I always want to try to add value. So for William over here, Bitcoin is simply cash for the internet. That's really what it is from the most simplistic perspective. Now, to go a tiny bit deeper, it's peer-to-peer. I can give it directly to William without using any third party. So I don't need Visa or MasterCard or any bank in the world or PayPal to send him money. That's how simple transactions should be today, and now they are thanks to Bitcoin.
Wow.
Blockchain is simply an open ledger. Picture an open book that shows transactions.
Right.
Now, what I like about it is it's public, so anyone can go and view it, but it's anonymous in the sense that it only shows wallets. It doesn't show people's actual private information. So you're talking about identity theft, all these things. The blockchain essentially makes that impossible. So that's a nice aspect of it as well.
Really?
That's really cool.
Yeah, makes it impossible. Yeah, so because it's decentralized, which we've kind of talked about on the show before, but essentially as opposed to, I've used this example once before, but let's use Napster as an example, right? You remember Napster in the 90s, the music sharing?
Yeah.
So the reason that Napster failed was because they were centralized. It wasn't because they were doing something illegal. It's because they were centralized. So the Department of Justice went in, said, we don't like what you're doing, shut down your servers. They were all on one server. The blockchain is housed on thousands of computers.
Wow.
So no one had the ability to come in and say, hey, we don't like what you're doing, or what you're doing is competitive to us, or whatever it is. And they don't have the ability to shut it down. It's decentralized, and thus it's impossible to shut down.
Yeah.
But then kind of going deeper, and I think this can be really an incredible place when it comes to real estate. I think blockchain and cryptocurrency will revolutionize the real estate industry. And I mean all facets of the real estate industry. So you deal with real estate literally, on a constant basis. There is an insane amount of middlemen in real estate.
Yeah.
There's an insane amount of middlemen that take fees like left and right.
Yep.
And they're not needed in a lot of cases. And so what cryptocurrency and the blockchain will do is actually help to revolutionize some of those industries to not only make them cheaper, more cost effective, but also a lot faster and a lot easier to use.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. When you look at this revolutionary, medium of exchange, the cryptocurrency, it's a new exchange, and we've already seen it playing out in certain countries, because most time people think of the United States, it's solid, we're kind of, the best place to invest. People know that worldwide, and you see that's why you see a lot of the, Asian money flowing in, South American money flowing in, and traditionally going into real estate and other investments. But then, something interesting happened down in Argentina, I believe, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell that story?
Yeah, so in Argentina, Uber, obviously, they operate in the country of Argentina. And so I guess the Bank of Argentina has been doing some crazy things recently. And they got into some type of dispute with the company Uber and essentially shut down all their bank accounts. Uber immediately, within 24 hours, switched to accepting Bitcoin as a payment method, and then immediately went back to doing commerce. So as opposed to having to worry about governments, interjections into regular commerce, you can just have open, free market capitalism.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. They were able to switch over to Bitcoin payments and then continue to operate just as usual.
Because they were running the banks, I think, right? Citizens were going to get their money out because every other day or hour it would just lose that much value.
Yeah, they're inflating the purchasing power of the currency away, but at like an extenuating rate, much faster than even you'll usually see.
Right.
But then kind of going back to how this is going to revolutionize the real estate industry, you'll see things like to give the blockchain as an example, it's infallible, it's incorruptible, and it has instant settlement possibilities. So as opposed to you mentioned, people from other countries like to try to move into real estate here. But if you actually look at what that process looks like for them, it's kind of cumbersome.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest process in the world. They kind of have to go through an insane amount of hoops to move their money from whatever country they're in to here.
Yeah.
With using cryptocurrencies, you take all of that out of the equation.
Wow.
International currency?
Yeah, international. I mean, so cryptocurrency is, there's no borders. There's no countries associated with it.
Yeah.
So I could move $1 billion in Bitcoin to China without any government say in me moving it.
Excellent.
So to give you like a really quick example of someone who just did that recently. So someone moved $206 million worth of Ethereum. That's a cryptocurrency. The other day, it took 42 minutes for the transaction to confirm, and it cost 6 cents to move that money.
Wow.
That's an incredible innovation in technology that required no third party. They gave it directly to the other party without, any intermediary.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're talking with Jason Sallman here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking cryptocurrency here specifically, and I like how we're relating it to real estate because it's kind of an interesting conversion of two different major I mean, you think about back in the United States when we went off of the gold standard, a lot of people really frowned down on that, and I think when we originally came off, it was the intent to go back on it at one point. But now here we are, 2018, a lot of craziness in the world, a lot of interesting things. But one of the pillars of any society is real estate. It's always going to be that way. People have to live somewhere. So now we've got an emerging technology combining with that stableness of real estate. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. And you even saw there's actually one of the largest brokerages in the world just recently partnered with a cryptocurrency to do a beta test in Mexico to essentially use the blockchain for their real estate transactions.
Wow.
So they're going to do that countrywide through Mexico, kind of as a beta test before they move forward. But you're talking about like the #2 brokerage in the world.
Wow.
So it's being adopted faster and faster. You saw Fidelity Investments, the institutional investment company.
Yep.
They have over $8 billion in management. They just moved into cryptocurrency this last week, actually. So it's moving faster and faster. The adoption is happening. So it's a question of whether some of these small scale, the little guys, like every person that's listening to this right now, is going to get involved in this technology before it's above their pay grade.
So what's your call to action then? What should people do?
So first of all, people need to do the research. Like William was saying, they need to go find the information. They need to look at what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain is. I spent about 2.5 weeks in my original kind of research phase doing this. And then once I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be the future. Then it was a question of, well, how do I get involved in it? And so you can find your own way, obviously, do what's best for you financially. But you need to get involved in this in some capacity, whether it's a small amount or a large amount. You need to get involved.
Period. Yeah. It's like Tony Robbins said. One of my mentors, of course. He says, fill up that security bucket. Fill that bucket up first. Take 10, 20%, 30% of your check. Fill that bucket up. Do your tithing. Do your philanthropic. And then that extra bucket that you have, you're saying, hey, if you got an extra $500,000, put it into some type of a cryptocurrency. Do you recommend a certain type?
Yeah, for sure. So there's a lot of great ones out there. Just as a general blanket opinion, I'm not your financial advisor. But don't listen to people's opinions. Do your own research. I can tell you right now, this is the best cryptocurrency. It's going to the moon. You got to buy it right now. Don't listen to me.
That sounds like a
do your own
pitch,
research.
Right? If somebody's saying, and by the way, most financial advisors, they're not fiduciaries. A lot of them aren't. So even a financial advisor, they're not necessarily the right person to speak to about where to put your money. I mean, a lot of them aren't. They're selling, whatever I don't want to say specific companies and set myself up here, but whatever that company they work for, they're selling their paper and making more points on the back, just like we used to in the subprime game when we'd sell a subprime loan.
For sure. And I think what's interesting about the financial advisors, because I've talked to people about this all the time. And so in my one-on-one meetings, they'll be like, well, I asked my financial advisor, and I usually get one of two answers from like the typical financial advisor, which is either, oh, I don't really understand that, or I don't know what it is, or, oh, wow, that's risky.
Right.
But like even if you look at like the purchasing power of your own dollars since the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913, it's lost something like 95% of its purchasing power since the Federal Reserve note came into existence.
Wow.
So I mean, if you just look at dollars alone as a simple investment, that's a pretty bad investment, like historically.
Yeah.
So I think it all depends on perspective. And that's why I'm so excited about cryptocurrency, because it has no ability to be inflated. You can't inflate the purchasing power away.
Yeah, it's interesting the way that we came from a recession in 2007, and then I remember I read Robbins' book, Money Master the Game, and for the first time in the history of the world, we went into a negative banking scenario. In other words, if I gave my money to the bank, instead of them paying me a small commission, or percentage interest rate, it's the flip-flop. You're paying money to have the bank hold your money. It makes no sense, right?
But like, tell me what a bank does for you, right?
Exactly.
What's the function of a bank? Well, they hold my money, they keep it safe. And so what if I could show you a technology that could keep it safe by using simple math, right?
Right.
And you didn't have to use this third party. That if you've ever seen what a currency collapse looks like, the banks are not actually keeping your money safe.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, their reserve requirements were all real low, and then they made them keep more money in reserves, and it gets into derivatives too when you start thinking about the way that they're sold in exchange. But one thing we didn't talk about, and we got about 30 seconds, is the ability to mine this type of you can mine it by solving mathematical equations, right?
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get into that in the next part. Essentially, it's done by these very high-end computers. But for me, I think that's one of the most incredible passive income opportunities in existence. But we'll talk about that in the next section.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, good stuff. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to help you win in any marketplace. Obviously, that's our goal. We have over 80 show partners, CPAs, financial advisors, attorneys, credit experts, all types of different experts here on the show that we're going to help you in all these different areas of business and finance. And we've been doing it for over 5.5 years now. So this is our number one goal, to help you win. So we want to engage with you. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, Consumer Quarterback Show, and stay with us right here. We got more of our expert contributors coming up after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. Got a hot one over here on Pinellas, in Pinellas County, Clearwater Beach, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, number 401 here. Bella Rosa condo, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. This is an end unit, so you got windows on the side overlooking the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. $1.149 million listing of mine. Beautiful property. 2,200 square feet, and this is a great opportunity to purchase on the beach. And just what else are you looking for in a lifestyle? You've got tennis courts, you got pool, and the gorgeous beaches of one of the top-rated beaches consistently in the world, Clearwater Beach. And this was a hot one, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, number 401, on beautiful Clearwater Beach here in gorgeous and sunny Tampa Bay.
Can't hear that good.
And we'll give a shout out to Curry Leaves Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Curry Leaves Restaurant, Indian cuisine on Kennedy Boulevard there, right across the street from the Intercontinental Hotel. It's Curry Leaves Restaurant, Indian cuisine, excellent food, really just unique spices on these food, and they got desserts, excellent stuff. You've had it over there, right? You've eaten there.
Good friend of mine.
Good stuff, right? Say hello to Saji and his team. They do a great job over there at Curry Leaves Restaurant on Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa. And I want to remind you, we got a buyer-seller seminar coming up on Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. Buyer-seller investor seminar over at Cox Media Group, 1025 The Bone Performance Theater. We're going to give a radio station tour as well if you'd like to see that. Catered food from Amici's Catered Cuisine, 11300 4th Street North. Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. Buyer-seller seminar. Learn how to buy and sell like a pro. We're going to have the expert contributors from the Consumer Quarterback Show there, and going to be talking about ways that you can utilize some of our experience and save money, save time when it comes to buying, selling, and investing in real estate. All right, in studio today, we got William Crowley, the credit magician, Jason Sallman, our local cryptocurrency expert. Paulina is making her debut as well here today, rather, not a debut. Your girl, Paulina, Amici's Catered Cuisine. But we wanted to go back to Jason. We had some more questions lingering about this cryptocurrency. A couple of things. We were talking about mining, and then also William brought up a good point of the tax side of it as well.
Yeah, so from the mining perspective, so that's how the cryptocurrencies are created. And so really, the miners are the one that actually make the entries into the blockchain ledger. They're the ones who include the entries into what you call a block. Okay. Every time that they get the opportunity to enter the entries into a block, they win the coins for that block.
Got it.
So I kind of think of it like the computers are throwing darts at a dartboard that's like 300 yards away, right? So the more computers you have, the more darts you have in your hand, the larger chance you have of winning a block. Now, what I do and how I work in cryptocurrency mining is essentially I allow people to pool their resources together to buy this mining hardware, and then the company actually uses this hardware to mine the cryptocurrency, which then in turn helps the people who purchase those services actually earn passive income from it. So, we're in real estate, we like passive income.
Yeah.
And so when I saw the type of returns that you could see with this, I was immediately interested in what it was all about. And so obviously I'm very passionate about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain, but I'm also very passionate about mining, because I do see it as an incredible passive income opportunity.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. A lot of cool things happening in the technology space, that's for sure. And the tax side, the
most important
you can't
side.
Trace it a lot of times.
I am not your certified public accountant. No, so from a tax perspective, and luckily my mother actually is, so she's giving me some information on this. But really, the tax side comes into play when you sell the cryptocurrency. So when you turn the cryptocurrency back into fiat, so whether that's dollars or euros or yen or whatever that is for you, that's when you're actually getting hit with the taxes. Now, I think the IRS is still trying to figure out how cryptocurrency really works. We are in the infancy stage of it. So there was actually a survey that was done last year from Coinbase. Coinbase is the largest exchange in the United States where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency for fiat. And they had a report that said something like 72% of their applicants, the people who are trading cryptocurrency on the site, had not reported at that time.
Wow.
And that was a year ago, so hopefully things have changed and they've started to come around to that. But it's a difficulty definitely for when it comes to tax and services, because if you really wanted to be anonymous, you could be anonymous. So that's the difficulty they run into. Well, it depends on what cryptocurrency you're talking about, but let's use Bitcoin as an example. Bitcoin is pseudo-anonymous. So what that means is on the blockchain only shows up as a ledger entry of a wallet to a wallet, right? So if you can't connect me to that wallet, then you have no idea that that's my money. Now I can report, which I always do, that is my money in that wallet, but people would obviously have the opportunity to do the opposite.
So the flip side of this conversation for some of the naysayers might be, well, that opens it up for organized crime, or opens it up for drug sales, gun sales.
Yeah. Sure.
Those types of things. Yeah.
So what's kind of funny about innovative technology is that's always the label they try to use in the beginning.
Right.
So in the beginning, the internet was only for pornographers and scammers.
Right.
That's what they claimed the internet was for. we're getting the same label. We got it a little bit more years ago,
Right.
actually, when it came to cryptocurrency. Now that's kind of moved away because you see the largest financial institutions in the world getting a cryptocurrency. PNC Bank, with their giant, bank headquarters right here in downtown Tampa, just opened up to actually partner with a cryptocurrency. They have like 8.2 million retail customers nationwide. So like this isn't like, something the underground guy is doing like in his basement. Giant financial institutions are getting in on this because they see the efficiency, they see the innovation, and so they want to be a part of it too, because just like Blockbuster, they know if they do not evolve, they're going to die.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Good counterpunch. Good stuff. All right, Jason Sallman, for all your cryptocurrency information. He's on Instagram as well. He's got a lot of followers on Instagram. How do you want people to follow you?
So actually, you can obviously follow me on Instagram. You can reach out to me there. I'm happy to meet with anyone in person. But if you guys want to meet in person, you can just text Bitcoin to Brandon's hotline number. What's that number again?
670-7372. Text Bitcoin to 813-670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline. You can call, leave a voicemail, text consumerqb.com as well. You can submit an email form there at consumerqb.com. All right, let's bring Paulina into the conversation. Paulina is one of the best networkers in the whole Tampa Bay area. One of the best businesswomen as well. Your girl, Paulina, is your hashtag as well.
That's true.
And you're helping out with Amici's Catered Cuisine and some really cool stuff out there.
Yes, definitely. And how amazing was our gratitude party that we catered for you?
That was one of our best. I would say the best event we've done in a long time. Really good turnout, just a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I guess my favorite thing, aside from the food, Brandon, was how grateful you really were for everybody that was there. You made everyone feel like you're doing this for a greater cause, and I'm really honored to be a part of that. And I know Amici's is too.
Awesome.
But let's talk about the food, though. Wasn't that delicious?
Yeah, it always is.
I came in hard this time. I brought some amazing hors d'oeuvres. Did you guys like those?
I did. I had like one of everything.
Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
I was scared of some of it because I didn't know what it was.
The purple potato with the sour cream. It was like a little baked potato.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was delicious. Then we also had some hot food there that you're seeing on the screen. It was a really great opportunity. But what I also loved was being able to bring in some of the vendors that I work with, which one of our biggest sponsor was Casinos.
Yes.
It's a business that's 103 years old.
Wow.
And what they do is they do tux and suit rental. They also do that for purchase. So you could buy your suits there, businessmen. And of course, your tuxedos, you never know. You might need a tuxedo for more than just a wedding. Those are totally in style right now. They also offer dry cleaning. That's one of the biggest parts of their business. So if you guys hear this today and you are a first-time customer for dry cleaning with Casinos, you'll get 50% off.
Wow.
So pack that bag and let's get you going.
Yeah.
What's also another thing, wait, there's more. Is that they deliver and pick up at certain areas, and they really would like to start getting into more areas.
Yeah.
It's so convenient for business people like ourselves. Like, who has time to think about going to pick up your dry cleaning?
It really is.
So they could drop it off to your office and pick it up at your office or your home. You get to pick. So as you guys are there, see if they're in your area yet. And if not, let's help this business evolve. I really think that it's such an amazing customer service is amazing. Every employee there is amazing.
Yeah.
And I actually know the man himself, Ron Cicino, who is quite amazing. And I can't wait for him to be on the show sometime soon. But then we also had Spunky Spirits serving up the cocktails. Those were amazing, right? We had some
You had signature cocktails, actually.
Of course, we had signature cocktails. My name's Paulina. Spunky Spirits, we got to shout them out. Party Artie, he made some amazing cocktails for us. We also had a DJ MC. He had us dancing. I saw everybody was dancing, at least like as they were sitting around and like everyone was like doing that little move. I usually do that when I have like really good food.
Again? What's
it
the
was
move?
like,
there it is. There it is.
Oh my God, that's so
DJ Ian Doubt.
DJ Ian Doubt with Fast Breaks Entertainment. He really like took it out of the park. I know he's going to be doing all of our events from now on. So that was really exciting. And of course, Amici's, we loved being a part of your event, and just having this opportunity to meet other people in Tampa, business professionals, was quite amazing. And the reviews we got back from the food really is what like made my heart just, I was so very happy. So was it a gratitude event? For sure, because I think we were all super grateful for having you host this event for us and being able to meet each other and help each other. Like, that's what it's all about.
It was great. It was just such a great time. Great, just the ability for me, one of the first times I was able to really just kind of relax and enjoy an event, because I put it in your hands. You got you and Lindsay and just the team that really came together and helped. So that was great. And then, getting to meet a Ron Cicino, what a class act, great guy. And Ian did a great job. Everything just flowed. You guys were there too, right? Yeah. You guys came and represented. So
we made it happen.
You made it happen. That's right.
Yeah.
The life of the party.
I'm super excited for November 8th. That buyer seller seminar seems amazing. We're going to come in and cater again, show you something different this time. I can't wait.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
And so much for us to learn. I know nothing about buying or selling, so I'm really excited.
Yeah. Buy, sell, invest like a pro. We're going to teach you all of that, all the tips and tricks. We've got some really cool events coming up in December and January, too. We'll touch on that when we come back. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
One.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by Platinum MVP Realty. Check out platinummvprealty.com for all your real estate needs. We are hiring right now. We're actually looking for a full-time administrative assistant. We're looking for real estate agents, buyer and seller agents that want to join our team. platinummvprealty.com. We'd love to talk to you. Got a hot property in South Tampa. This one's 103 South Havana Avenue in Tampa. 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, almost 2,500 square feet, reduced down to $520,000. Owners motivated. We've been reducing this property consistently over time. It's just listed, and it's a property that's available. It's in the Plant High School District. Great opportunity here in beautiful South Tampa. 103 South Havana Avenue. Owners motivated. Gorgeous property here in beautiful Tampa Bay.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
What, the music?
Yeah, who's that?
Joe Nichols, man.
Oh, okay.
Joe Nichols, Sunny and 75.
I just want rap and hip hop, baby.
Okay, you got it. That's funny. All right, so we got William Crowley in the house, the credit magician, Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency expert, Paulina, your girl Paulina is her hashtag, Amici's Cater Cuisine, and so we're kind of talking about some of these events coming up. The December event's going to be fun too. We got the Ultimate Speed Networking event, December 6th.
Yes.
And it's a gift to your business.
It's a gift to your business. I'm super excited about this. So as I've been networking like heavy for the last 6 years, I figured out that sometimes I can meet some people up to 3 times and still not remember them. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's so mean. And it's nothing personal, but what if we tried something different, like a speed networking event where you're forced to talk to everybody for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then something happens. Something happens and you're like, ooh, I got to get to talk to you more. So you take their card and then you follow up. I promise this is going to be the gift for your business. Well, let's give you a gift for 2018 and then watch it flourish in 2019.
That's the time of year.
Excited.
Everybody's going to be setting goals. They're going to be talking about what they're going to do. They're going to be overestimating what they can accomplish in a year. And then, of course, human beings, we underestimate what we can accomplish in 5 years with a good strategy, consistently moving that ball down the field slowly over time, making those incremental changes over time. So when it comes to networking, I like the idea. 6 to 10 seconds might be a little fast. It might need to be 30 seconds. I don't know.
That's elevator pitch like on a whole nother level. You get 2 floors.
Well, DJ Ian and I have gone to a lot of different ones before, so we have collected our notes on what works, what doesn't. We're not going to give too much away because we want to surprise you and let you enjoy it, but I promise it's going to be it's going to be really fun. There's going to be good food and drinks, but on top of that, your business is going to walk away with a gift. Promise.
That's really
cool. You
cool.
can do everything by yourself. And I would think that sometimes the older business people say you should do everything yourself until you can't anymore. And then you get burnt out and you're like, ugh. But if you have people in your networks that are there to help you collaborate, whether it's just to give you advice, no more people. By yourself, you can't accomplish everything. With a team, you can do anything.
Yeah, definitely. Working on your strengths, focus on your strengths, and outsource those things that you're not great at, and bring in the right people. So with that type of approach, and I think in this 2018, 2019, almost here we are, 2019, it's so much more of a collaborative economy that we have. It really is. Especially, think about the theme of the show. I mean, we've got cryptocurrency on one day. We're talking with Infinity Medical Institute the next day. Real estate, mortgage, title, all these different expert contributors on the show, and it's all about providing, being that consumer advocate, helping people understand more about their decisions, avoid commission-based advice, and being that quarterback on the team that we want to introduce you to all these folks that can help you, because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And chances are we do know somebody that can help you in those areas.
Yeah. Seriously, my life has changed dramatically in the last 6 years since I put myself out there, and now I want to just give that gift to everybody else.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. And when you talk about that, I can see you lighting up. What have you seen as a you're networking throughout Tampa Bay? What tell me more about that.
Well, for me personally, I saw somebody pass away that was really close to me, and I made the decision that I was going to live no matter what. I'm kind of like a yes woman. Yeah. So I take it all on and I do as much as I can. But when I start to, there's that moment where you're like, oh my God, can I do this? I can rely on my team. So I belong to about 7 different networking groups, and it's like having a sales force spreading your message there for you. Right. So there's some networking groups that are super expensive out there, but they're worth every single penny because you have 30, 40, 50 people out there spreading your message and bringing that client in. Right. And networking isn't just about going out there and having a drink and talking. Like, you have to follow up. I have like the most amazing 11 commandments of networking. If anybody ever wants to talk about those, reach out to me. The 11 commandments of networking, follow them religiously, and your life and your business can change amazingly. Yeah, it's so much more than just coming in and just, you see the proverbial person that comes in and just kind of pukes on the other person, all about them, all about them, all about, how many times have you ran into that scenario and you're like, or they give you a stack of business cards? Yeah. Like, yeah, buddy, okay, let me just go pass out your business and forget about mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here's one for your mom and your dad. Like, one is the proper, if they ask for more, then you do for more. And always ask how people like to be contacted. Me personally, I hate email. Give me a good text. Give me a ring. Yeah. Email, save that for the large attachments.
Yeah. Email could possibly get missed too. I mean, a lot of times they do. They get missed. They get spammed. They get. But yeah, and I heard another strategy too from. I did a speaking engagement downtown in Tampa for a group called Real Estate Lives. It's a really interesting group. They put 1,500 people to work since the crash in 2007, and it's all about helping the real estate associate. So anyway, that spoke with this group, and one of the gentlemen is a longtime attorney in Tampa. Ron Weaver was his name, but he had an interesting scenario, or somebody maybe even told me how he did it. But when he went to a networking event, what he would do is he would carry 5 index cards. He would have 5 different index cards, and then after he met someone, he would take a break, or he would go to the corner or go to the restroom, and he would just write down different notes about that person. That way he could remember specific things, and it would create that relationship.
Totally. Or what if I challenged you to only bring 5 business cards with you, set a goal, and walk out doing that?
Make quality introductions, and that's really when you boil it down to business. It's like, if I'm talking to a seller or an investor or somebody, a buyer, it's having those quality conversations during the day. Not in the past too, I would rush myself off the phone just thinking I got to stay busy and make more calls. No, take your time with that person. Ask them those deeper level questions. For me, I like to talk about, especially if it's an older person, hey, do you have an estate plan in place? Have you really thought about these types of things? Getting into that deeper conversation, because I think they're going to really appreciate that and respect that.
And you're adding value. You
exactly.
know what I mean? That's what you're doing. You're continuously adding value, which is so important in this industry, because it's becoming so much more, digitized, and it's always about price. But if you're adding value, that relationship will build your business.
Right. That's absolutely right. All right, let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, here we go. So top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Ladies first, Paulina.
Get your dry cleaning done at Casinos.
Nice. I like that.
50% off first time. Let's go, people.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great location right on Kennedy. I was in there the other day, and I saw a group getting fitted. I think it's close to what's in the fall here. Some kind of a party or something to do with, I was thinking prom, but
something
isn't that,
in high school.
Is prom
I forgot high
spring?
school. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's like so long ago now, right? But awesome.
They have actually 3 locations.
Homecoming coming up. That's what it was.
It's homecoming time. That's right.
Oh, yeah, it is. Good stuff.
I don't know the difference between that and prom, but
Prom's in the spring. Prom's almost at the end of the year. It's almost over. Spring.
Yeah. You just had your prom, right?
Yes. This new cream, I got.
All right, we got Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency expert.
Buy cryptocurrency. It's the future of finance. Simple as that.
Get in the game.
Yep.
CPA.
Get in the game. Get off the fence. How do they do that?
How do they buy cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
So there's hundreds of exchanges you can buy. I think Coinbase and Gemini are 2 really good ones in the United States. They're fully licensed and registered. They follow, all the know your client, KYC, all that stuff within the United States. So Gemini and Coinbase are 2 really good ones.
Get in the game, even if it's just $50,
$5,
$100.
$10,
Get into
$20.
it, because you could see triple-digit returns at some point, double
sure.
digits. All right, William Crowley, the credit magician.
Oh God, how much time do I got here? I got 3 seconds.
Like lightning.
But no, just be able to protect yourself and be aware of the orchestrated breaches of the credit reporting agencies. Whenever these breaches happen, whether it's the credit reporting agencies themselves or the corporations, look at it as being orchestrated and be proactive and take necessary steps to prevent it. First of all, don't become a victim of it. And that promotional block is going to take your name off that list, so you won't be, so they won't have access to you. Okay?
Right.
So it's great. It's great. And just put that promotional block on and be familiar with the Fair Credit Reporting Act.
Yep.
Fair Day. I talk about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is not equivalent to cryptocurrency or 5-second networking, but nevertheless, this is still a way to protect yourself from the abuses of the corporation and the banks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an important part of your life these days. It's not just a number on a piece of paper. It's an interest rate that's attached to a payment that's attached to your nest egg. It's going to help you determine whether you're going to be paying on a home loan 8 or 9% on a home loan versus a 4.5-5%. We're not quoting certain APRs here, so we don't have the mortgage police coming after us here.
But you just keep in mind, the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate. I can guarantee you that.
That's right. That's true. That is absolutely true. So, hey, great show today. I want to thank all of our expert contributors. You guys really brought it today. Great energy. And William Crowley, the credit magician, reach out to him for all things credit. Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency expert here, longtime friend of the show. Paulina as well. Thanks so much. Did a great job.
I don't have a magician at the end of my.
Not yet. Not yet.
Your girl, Paulina. The party guru. Michi's Cater Cuisine as well. And all of our expert contributors. A special shout out as well to Casinos, Ron Cicino as well. DJ Ian Doubt, Spunky Spirits, Party Artie, Fast Break Entertainment. Awesome show today. Thanks so much. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing. Hand it to that person that you see in need. There's always, it's easy to pack up some leftover food that you have, cans of food. hand it to that person that you see in need. And this time of year, it's starting to get cooler. So if you have any leftover clothing, carry that with you, hand it to the person on the side of the road. Be a force for good in the community. Do something kind for one another, and make sure you follow us online. We'd love to follow, and connect with you online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Consumer Quarterback Show page on Facebook as well. And we'll see you at our next parties or right here on the radio. We'll see you. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 102.5 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.